Alright, let's try bridge burner instead. I do tend to find the magnetic ones a bit easier because you can just think about like what shape you need. In fact, okay, so the pipes at the end tell me I definitely need these two to be attached to each other. You know, in the opposite way to the way they are now. Like that, and then the other one as well. Like this. There we go. So they need to get across the other side. Obviously, they'll drop. But I have this, which is 100% not going to be part of the solution, but may help. Like, I'm assuming that's going to go there, so I can get across. Maybe, but there's all this space up here. That's weird. That's kind of scary. That is pretty terrifying. Obviously, this is not the solution, though. I was thinking, can I rotate that down into the hole, but not from that position, I guess. There's no rotating here as well, so I guess I could attach these like this, and then I could do this. But then what? Curious. Bridge burner. Well, that's another thing, actually. I can, in theory, slide the bridge along, right? Like, if... Is that true? If that were down there, could I set up some situation where, for example, this were like this, and that were connected to it? No. And somehow I could pull it. Is that even what I want? Ugh. Okay, I need to think more about what do I need to do here, rather than trying to think of clever things to do. So the obvious thing is I can get across here, but if I do that, I can't. I don't think there's anything I can do with these that would then like help me, unless I take them across like not connected. Does that help? No, because like the problem with pushing them across there is that they're against this edge. Yeah. Although, in theory, I could push that across in such a way that I could reconnect it on the other side. Not like that, like this. Or it could have been like that, actually. Then I take this one across and they connect, but then that's bad. That's not the connection I want to make. Okay. I think this is going to involve some really funky rotations. Maybe. I absolutely need to get over there, so that has to, at some point, be in that space. That's the only space that I could put this, where it would cross. I can't rotate it, so it has to be there at some point. It doesn't necessarily have to be immediately, because there is, I think, the possibility of dragging it along using the other two. I'm pretty sure that's what's going to be involved here. Okay, so another way I could set that up, where I can drag it, is like Again, I'm going into like trying to do something clever rather than something I necessarily need. But okay, whatever. Let's just stick with it. This. No, one more. Or two more, whatever. Yeah. Right? Because then I can do this. It's not great because it's stuck against the wall, but whatever. And then, yes, I can drag. Why would that be useful? Do I want it to be in the right place first, and then drag it out? But why? Bridge burner. I need to get back somehow. So why wouldn't... Okay, so that's a question to ask. Why wouldn't I just put that in there first and then take the things across? How can that help me position these on the other side? Well, okay, so in theory it means I can... So I know how these two need to be connected. And in theory I could just push... I could push... these over somehow... No, I can't. I can't do that. So there needs to be something in the ground before I do that. That's not necessarily true, is it? Basically is. Is there the possibility of me pushing something down and then bringing it back out? I don't think there is, no. Okay, so... there needs to be something in there for this to get across. At least in the orientation I need them to be in. Is that, again, is that true? Could I have something sticking down? Like if these were attached like this. But then in theory that were pointing down somehow, like into the ground, so it was standing on its end in the hole. That's potentially doable by doing something like this. No. Yeah. Oh, hold on, if I do this though. Yes. But why? It means I can push this over there without it actually falling down. But what do I gain from that? Nothing. Okay, if not that, there's something else. Oh no, what's the crazy move gonna be? I think I've exhausted all of the interesting ideas I can think of. Why is there all that space? Okay, assuming that's... okay. That's traced back from the end, right? In the end, this is going to have to be here, because I'm going to push those into space, and then I have to get back. So that, I 100% am going over this. So at the end, this is going to be here. So assuming that's there, I need to be able to get around the other things so that I can pull them through. How would that look like? I guess I could push them down, then push to the right, then once it's here, step this way. So once the thing's there, step this way, go around it, push it. Yes, okay. So if I can get it into anywhere in this area, I can then... oh no, only if I can get around the top of it. No, okay, so if it were in these spaces, I could come around here. Like if this rightmost point were here, out here, and then sticking over that hole, which is the interesting part there, then that part's floating. I can go like this, around the back, pull it to the right, push it down, push it that way, come out, push it finally that way, and then cross back over. So what's the issue? What is the issue? The issue is I can't get it. Well, I mean, I can do this much. Yeah, okay. How do I get it over there in that formation? Do I get it over there in that formation? That does make the rest of that space feel logical, though. All that space up there, I could kind of understand it now. Hold on, okay, so if I rotate you down, can't I just do this? Oh, okay, no, that doesn't quite do what I need. But that's almost, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm so close. If that would just turn the other way, I'd be done. So what helped me do that? I mean, okay. Was it necessary for that to be flipped that way for that to work? What did that help me with? Oh, that helped me push it to there, yeah, you see. So I did that. At this point, I can't flip that back over. Yeah. How would I do that? I guess if the bridge were here instead, I could do it. But then if the bridge were there instead... Oh, in theory I could do something where I do drag the bridge, okay. No, but I can't get over there then. No, it doesn't make sense. That's bad. There's definitely going to be some back and forth here. But yeah, in theory, if I could have that other bit sticking down, I could drag the bridge, but then I'd have to, like, how would I be over here? I wouldn't be over here. Nope. I mean, that feels relevant for getting around that corner. That does not feel relevant. From there, I can't do anything else. From there, I can't do anything else. From there, I can't do anything else. And again. Ooh. Evil. Evil the way it makes it so it's so easy to get to the almost correct position. Clearly I have to do something else with that single, the non-magnetic piece. But what do I do with it? Because the only way it's useful to me is as a bridge. Bridge burner. Almost like the bridge is not going to be there after I'm done with it. That's the implication of the title at least, but I don't know if I should take that too seriously. I can use this to prod them around in certain ways. But I can't get them over the gap unless they're already stuck together. Whoops. Nope. Oh, nope. No, yeah, definitely not. Bring this way. Bring it up. Flip you. Maybe one more. Flip you. Nope, that's not flip, that's a flip. And then somehow use this thing to help me? I'm not seeing it. Where am I? That is interesting. That's not interesting. Oh, that's why that's there. That's why that little hole's there. So that happens. I guess. Can't do that. I can't push this out there anymore because that magnetic pipe is going to hit that wall. How do I stop that from falling? I'd have to have something in one of those spaces, but no, it's not going to happen. Huh. This one's crazy. What do I do? Like I said, I know what the ending situation is, right? Are there any other things I can do to end? So I know I'm gonna, okay, I'm leaving the puzzle, so I need to have come back across there. I need to have put this into place just then. I can't push it from this side, I'll have to have pushed it from this side. So they're like this. In theory, that could be two things. That could be it was stood up here. Or then I pushed it and it rolled. Or it was already flat and I've pushed it. If it were already flat, then it's either there because I pushed it, or because I pushed it horizontally, or because I rolled it again. So it's the same thing. So it could, in theory, be standing up here, and the space below, and I push it to the right. But how would that happen? I cannot see anything that would cause that. What are you for, pipe? You're for something. We can't rotate, so we can't lift on top of each other. So that's another thing. We can connect these. Well, I need to connect these at some point, but maybe not immediately. They're separate for a reason. So I must do something with the single pipe and these, like, before anything else. Which might just be pushing that in the hole and then doing the single pipes now. But like, I don't see what I get from this. I mean, okay, this is interesting, is it? Okay, so, okay, another reason this space could exist is for doing this rotatey stuff. Could I put this in such a way that I could attach the other one to it, then rotate it over? But no, that'd be attaching on the wrong end. I need a smart idea with that that non-magnetic thing. What would that idea be? I mean, it might be the idea of that's so. If I sometimes I just can't visualize rotations at all. So if I get these out of the way and do this, then do this. This is what I want. And then put this down here and rotate it. I can then nudge this with the other piece, potentially in an interesting way. Probably not there, but actually, I mean, why would this be useful? That wouldn't be useful, but the other way around might be. So like this way around. I can use this to help. Then can I use this to, yeah, I could do to get that down. Interesting. I don't know if this really is interesting. It's something. So this. And these won't get stuck together because it's not end to end. I can do that. And that. Oh, I might want this, but the other way round. Is that even doable? Like, so I want to set this up in such a way that I could, like, grab it on the other side. Somehow. Somehow. Yeah, that sounds kind of cool. Okay, but how? I mean, wouldn't that be equivalent to just like just dropping this in immediately and then rotating one of them over it? Like, will I do that? I guess like this? Yeah, like what's the difference? I could do that and then put that there. Maybe there's need to be a difference, maybe that's right. I don't know. But it does feel like the single was a bit of a weird one. Why did it exist? Nope. How do I get that away from there? I don't. Could the magnetic ones be the bridge the first time? Whoa, they totally could. No, they couldn't. Okay, the only way that could work is if I could have them hang off somewhere. Because I need to be able to get them back out, so I need to be able to rotate from out of the hole, so they have to be hooked onto the land. If they're hooked onto the land, then they're hitting the ground, so no. Like the end of the pipe would be into the ground at the bottom of the hole, so yeah, that's not gonna work. I don't think. Maybe I shouldn't have pushed that one so far along, or no, I had to. Eh. Eh, 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 eh. Yeah, sadly, I mean, so they could be my bridge across, but only very temporarily. Like, for example, I could do how to arrange them in that way, not like that. Get out of the way, like this, then like this, like this, then there we go, I have a bridge, but what would I do with that bridge? Can't even get that across. Nope. I certainly can't get that back out. So that's the main criteria. If I was going to use those as a bridge, I'd have to be able to get them back out, but the only way to get them back out is for them to be resting on the land in some way. But there's no way I could have enough stuff down there to form a bridge, but also have a thing come out and land on the ground. Yep, okay. There's not enough magnetic pipe to do that, I think. Yeah. Cool. Of course, I had the hardest two puzzles for last. That's great. I should have gone this way round, and then I would have done these two first, and then the last four would have been so simple. I would have felt like a genius. I would have interpreted it as, wow, I've learned so much in this game that the last four puzzles, even though they're experts, are all incredibly easy, just because I've become a genius plumber during the course of this game. But the reality is they were just easier. What do I do? Okay, let's do it the way I did those ones. I want the thing over there. To get it there, I need to either roll it flat. To roll it flat, I would need to roll it onto its end at some point. There's no place I could do that. Okay, so it's not like that. Instead, I need to get... yeah, fuck. Need to get them over here, like lying down, so we can bring them down, push them to the right, and then we're done. Easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So. If it's so easy, why don't you just do it? Hold on. If these were positioned so that... hold on. These were positioned so that this was like this. Pretty sure I've done this already. No. Sure. Then I guess that has to come down. No, that's... No. 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 Push that up. Bring this down. Bring the other one down as well. What was I even thinking of now? I don't remember. It was about getting that over there. Which I can't actually do. First I wanted that one further. If that were one further, could I do this? Push it up. They'd all rotate, although, well, this one would rotate. Put it to the right. No. No. That'd be the same situation I end up in when I do this. Which I can get to easily, just by doing that. That'd be the same situation. Maybe this is it though. Maybe I can get to it from here. Maybe there's nothing left. I just have to figure this bit out. Like, I don't think so, but maybe? There's only one space to go through there, so it's not like I can lift it up and push it back down again from the other side. I haven't made good use of the other piece, so this does not feel right at all. Quite like the idea of using it just to nudge one into the right position. What would that right position be? So I need two ways I could fall down into this pit. Oops, do that. Oh, don't do that either. I do sort of like the idea of recovering one from this position. But to recover this, I'd have to connect to it vertically, which is definitely not the option. So that therefore means I have to, if I'm doing that kind of thing, it has to be, let's dip in from this side. Right? And it does feel interesting, but then... Oh, hold on. So I can't. So the way I brought that down before was I used this one. Yeah. Flip it again. I get that away in a second, so I can bring this over. So is it useful for me to push this like all the way over here, and then do this, and then make the bridge? Was there an issue with this before? There's an issue at... No, there's not an issue at that point. I can slide them further. Ooh. Ooh. Is this different? I mean, that's the same. I need that one to be facing the other direction. Is that... Can I do that? Hold on. Yes. Yes. I can just push it out over the thing. I might have it. I might have it. Do I have it? Yes. Yes. I have something. I don't know what. Yes. Yes. Yay! I did one. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. So it was just a case of me using this to position one of them in such a way that I could, yeah, still push this bridge in, and that's what that little nook was for. That little hole right next to me now was so that I could push the bridge and slide that one along. Oh my gosh, okay. Oh my gosh. Does that mean I can do this one now? The final one? Oh, I don't get a number anymore. Oh, I get a plus. 48 out of 47 plus 7. Fun. I mean, if you work that maths out, that ends up meaning I've done like 800% puzzles. Because 48 out of 47 would be just over 1, like if you do the division. But I'm adding 7. Each of those 7 units counts as 100%, basically.